Is it looking okay? There we go. All right. There we go, everybody. Sorry. I am running a late today. I was literally working on this card, hot off the press right now. Um, so I'm kind of on here, but I'm kind of a little frazzled. Everything's kind of everywhere at the moment. And I didn't upload my tablet first, so that is loading. So then I can see anybody that jumps on or makes any comments. So that's going to take a second. So while that is happening, I'm going to just kind of run through my spiel a little bit, like I always do, because I can't see any comments until this pops up. But this is going to be the card we're going to make. And as always, if you order from me, anybody that orders from me in the month of August, you'll get the Creative Cardiology team tutorial emailed to you. In this month, we did Happy Forest Friends. So you'll get cards pertaining to that. You'll get that. Today is the 10th, I believe. So today is the last day, if you have not joined Paper Pumpkin, to join Paper Pumpkin and get the Sweet Sunflower bundle. And you can get 2 golden foil. You'll get 8 golden foils for free. And you'll get 2 Stampin' Spots. You'll get a Crush Carry and a Soft Suede. So if you haven't updated your Paper Pumpkin or anything to that effect, do that. The other thing is the new Cozy and Bright bundle is here for the holiday kit. So they have a holiday kit called Cozy and Bright, and this is this month's that they came out with. And yeah, it's a really pretty kit. This sample on here does not do it justice. It is a really good bundle. And the next thing that I want to share with you is that starting next month, you guys can get this starting September 1st through the 31st. They have gone ahead and made dies for 6 of the die sets that are in our 2 catalogs that don't have dies to them, stamp sets. And they're offering you them at a 10% discount. So you can get 10% off them because they're putting them as a bundle, which you'll have to use this code, email me or to that effect, or you have to, if you already bought the stamp set, you can just get the dies separately. So these are 2 of them, the Apple Blossom bundle and the Fresh Cut Stemmed Die bundle set. And then on this other page, they have the Playful Piggy dies. It goes with the Happy Birthday Pigs. I got this set. I'm very excited. I did a card with it last night at workshop. And then the Trimming Trees, they came out with a die set for that. They came out for a die set with the waterfalls for all those ones that love to do the landscaping. That is just absolutely gorgeous. And then the Yeti stamp set, they came out with a bundle for that too. So that's very exciting. Let me see if my tablet is up and running here. And it is. So let me get on. And then I can go ahead and make this card with you guys. So, all right. It's here. I just got to make sure I'm on my account. I whipped this card up, and after I got all done making it, everyone, I thought that it would be fun. I don't know why this went there. I thought this would be fun to do, yeah, thank you. Put a little acorn there. So I think when I do the original one, I am going to put an acorn right there. So that way, you guys can see. I think it would be cute to have an acorn sitting right in the middle. So that's what we are going to do. So this card isn't a very long card, but there's several steps, and I have nothing really prepped. So we are going to be prepping. I mean, I have some of this stuff prepped, but like the die cuts and all that, sometimes I have that prepped. So you'll be here for a few minutes anyway. So we're going to put that off to the side. What I did was I have a base card that is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4 in 4 1/4 in the middle. And this is Early Espresso. So we got that. Then we have some scrap pieces that we're going to need. Then we have a crumb cake that is 4 by 5 1/4. And then we have a soft suede that is 4 or 5 by 3 3/4. It's the next 1/8 inch down if I'm wrong. Then I have 3 strips of, this is the Designer Series paper that is called the Rings of, you can get it right now free through Celebration. It's called the Rings of Love, and it's this paper. I absolutely love it. And this pattern is on the back of the birds. So it was very hard for me to decide to cut it, but you need 3 of these, and these are 3/4 by 4 1/2. So you'll need 3 of those. So let's just get started into this. The first thing I did was I took this piece of paper and I got the stamp set that we're going to be using with the embossing folder and die. These all come together. I'm just going to get, this all comes together as a bundle, and it's the Ring of Nature stamp set, the tree ring dies, and then the tree ring embossing folder, which all go together. And this is what we're going to be using today. And I grabbed the stamp right in here with the rings on it. And I have the Early Espresso, or Soft Suede, sorry. Early Espresso is the name of the other paper. So I'm doing tone on tone. So I'm going to take this and I'm just randomly stamping some of these rings wherever I want them on the card. I kind of do all the corners, and then I kind of come back in here and there wherever I think it should have a little ring. So that's kind of what I did there. I think it looks cool. Okay, so we don't need this for right now. I'm gonna put that aside. All right. So now the next step is to take these little strips, and we're going to put these strips down. Put these down, and I do the middle one first. I kind of eyeball it. I don't press it down yet, just to see top and bottom, and I think that looks good. So then I'll press it down, and then I'm going to do the 2 sides next. So I put one on this side, and I come down a little ways, and I go like this. Yeah, that looks about even. And I'll do the same thing. I'll line up across here. Oops, I'm out of camera, ain't I, a little bit? Here, let me get this in the camera more. Not the stuff you don't want to see. I'm lining this up along the bottom. Sorry that I was out of camera. I don't think I pulled the camera spot out. I don't want to make anybody dizzy, so I'm not going to do it right now. I'll just stretch my arms a little bit. There we go. So now we can set this aside with the other stuff for a few minutes. All right. Now we need to bring in the big guy. And we need to bring in, and I'm going to try to get this in camera, and then we need to bring in this. Now I have a normal 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 piece of paper here, but it doesn't fit all of them on there. It will end up cutting off this little one right there, but I don't need that little one, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, so then we'll open this up. Let's move my card. Open this up here. And we'll get out all the pieces we need. We need platform 1, platform 2, platform, the clear platforms, 3. Put this down. Make sure it's on here. And then the other platform, 3. I'm going to stick this on. Make sure it's on there. And then we're going to run it through. now we're going to take this apart and we're going to pop out these pieces. See, like I said, that one was cut off. It's okay. I don't want that one. So we're going to just put that one off to the side. Now we don't need the 2 clear plates and the platform plate anymore. We're going to bring in the embossing folder. And on one side, you can feel it has like ridges, and on the other side, it's smooth. So you're going to take this piece and you're going to put it in there so it lines up. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to put it in so it lines up. I hope I'm in the right one. Maybe not. No, I think that one goes over here. I think that one goes right there. Just like that. This one comes down here like so. And then this one goes right here. All right, and then you're going to carefully close it. Hold it tight in your hand. We're going to put platform 1 on here. Let me get this back in your view. Then we're going to put this in so the fold end is in there. I'm going to put this on top, and I'm still kind of holding it. Quickly move my fingers, put that in there, and then crank it through. And this is to give your images a little embossed piece. And you'll see what I mean here. Now when I take these away, they all are embossed. See, they're all embossed on them. Absolutely gorgeous. They're all embossed. I absolutely love it. You can decide which one you want. This one must have moved on me because it didn't get that. But you know what? I could still use it because I'll show you what I'm going to do. If they move on you, I dropped that. Hold on. If they move on you, it's okay because you could just trim it because it embossed it. It like embossed it right where, and it didn't ruin it. It just didn't, it shifted. So see, so I still have them. I'm just going to check the rest out. That one's okay. This one shifted a tiny bit. I probably would just say and use it, but I'll trim a tiny bit off, and that one is fine. Okay, so now I only used 3 of these. I did not use this one at all. So these are the 3 that I used. So I'm going to put that one off to the side. And I think that's the one I cut too. Then I'm taking crumb cake, and I am going to sponge these up. And I want them on the raised side that I want to sponge. And I'm not getting perfectly, I'm just kind of like showing the little bit of a detail. This will soak into the paper as it dries a little, so it may look dark. But as you see my card, when it, I'll bring it back in here in a minute, and you'll see that how it soaks in, because it's kind of like tone on tone, but yet you still have a little bit of a color in the end. Yeah. Okay. So then I did that. And now we're going to set this aside because we'll come back to that. Now we're going to bring in the little guy this time because it's easier with him in the camera view. And we're going to bring in the 3 platforms, platform 1 and 2 of platform 2's. We're going to put this down. I don't even remember, but I'm going to look at my paper. Make sure I have all my dies. These are some leaf dies. There was 4 of them in the die. I did 3 of these type of skinnier dies. And then I did 2 of these kind. So I'll do these 2, and then I'll come back and do another one of this one up here. So we're going to line them down, and we're going to crank it through. And also, remember I said how I wanted to do an acorn? I think I'm going to do an acorn too. Just making sure they're staying in place for me. Hi, Judy. Hello and welcome. Glad you could join me. And so I'm going to be cutting these all out. And I got to come back and do one more of this one. Here it is. There we go. And I do one more of this one, and then we'll also add the acorn, and we will do the white ones, the white leaves then. And I only did 2 white leaves. But I thought after I put my card all together, I really should have done, what do you call it? More. And I think I did this white leaf. I can squeeze that on there. And I can squeeze this one. I could get this on here somehow. You just, right there. And the top, where did I put it on the top. That's, oh man. Oh, Lord. I was so concerned on making sure I made these fit. Didn't realize I didn't even have it on my plate here. Okay. Here we go. Put these on. That one moved. If they move too much, sometimes you have to tape them, but if I keep them squished together, you don't have to. Yes, good to see you too. You're doing things like this? Oh, you do things like this. Yeah. This was a card on the fly. I was running late, doing stuff here in the house, lost track of time. And I came in here in my craft room literally at 1:12 or 20, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to come up with a card. And at 2 o'clock, I was still putting the card together, so I got on late. I didn't get on here until 2:04. And I'm like, are you serious? I really need to... I needed like 5 more seconds. I'm going to cut out the acorn, and I'm just going to use some scraps here that I have, because I think the card will look good with a little acorn on it. Well, I ripped that one a little funky, but that'll work. Yes. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even realize there was that cute little leafy thing in there. I could have done that one, but that's okay. I'm going to put the acorn in. Next time I'll do something with that funny, looks like little berries. All right. So now we're just going to quickly die cut this, and then, I don't know why I shut the machine all up. And then we'll put this card together. All right. So here's my little acorn. Here's the top. These can be acorn or it can be a mushroom. That's what's really cool about this little bundle too. Let me put these in my magnetic bowl so I don't lose them. There we go. My neck. All right. So because I decided to do a mushroom here, I got to put this together. So we're going to put the mushroom together. Like so, and I'm just putting a little top on it. Okay, we'll let that sit to dry. All right, now we're going to start putting stuff on here. So this is how I put the card together. I literally attached these down. I put some adhesive on the back of all of these little I'll get this closer in the camera. I'll get this stuff out of the way. So I just put some snail adhesive on the back side of all of my pieces. I kind of put this one here. I should bring in the original card somewhere so you guys can see it. Okay, put that one there. Kind of put this one here. And then I put this one right here. Let's do this way. So it kind of looks like that. So that's what I did there. Then I added a little bit of glue and I did all the decorating at the end because I didn't know what I wanted to do. So we're going to do the same thing. I put the glue and I tucked, because I only kind of, I didn't put it a lot around, so I just kind of tucked it in here and there. Tuck one in here a little bit. And then I took this one. First I took a white one. And there's sides that have embossing on these. I don't think the camera is picking it up because they're all are got like textured and they're embossed. But those are the ones that I'm making sure those are facing up, what I mean. And I kind of tucked that one there. And then let's see, oh, that one goes in the middle. And this, and then I have this little one. And then while it was like this, I went ahead and I took a gel pen, just a regular gel pen, and then Stampin' Up's, what is this, Early Espresso black marker, and I used the pen end. And on the white ones, I tried to follow the lines, but I was not doing no rhyme or reason. Actually, I just wanted to give it a little color. So I went like that, kind of seeing and just giving it a little bit of a color. So that's what I did on the white ones. And then on the brown ones, or Early Espresso ones, I used the gel pen. And I just gave them some color. Nothing, I'm just kind of going over them. Just adding color. I mean, you could definitely do this if perfectly in the lines if you wanted to, but I liked it more freely. While I have this one here, I'm going to do this one also. You can do these before you put them down. Just sometimes the gel pen isn't quite dry and I didn't want to touch it to get it all smeared up. All right, so now while we're at this point, now we can start putting our card together a little bit. We'll put these two over here. I'm going to take the crumb cake and I'm going to add it to my card base, just like this. Okay. And then I'm going to add this one on top. Just like that. Then we're going to grab some twine here. And I'm just going to make a bow. I kind of want a long tail. And then I'm just going around it and looping it through it. And then I'm pulling it, and then I'm just kind of coming back and forth. And then I'll get my ribbon scissors and cut that. Okay. So first thing we got to do is we got to stick our little leaf down in the middle. Go. Hold it for a second, because when you're doing, oh, that's pretty neat. You know, this is the second time using this bundle. I used this bundle last night in the workshop, in a workshop card, and so today is my second time. So this is, I've only used it twice. I wasn't ready to do fall yet, and August is here, and so towards the end of August, I start showing like fall stuff and go right into Christmas, because people usually want to start making their Christmas cards soon. So I do a few fall. Sometimes I mix them in the like September and October, but I try to do all Christmas here after this month. So if people want to make Christmas cards, they can. So I'm adding this little ribbon, and this is where on my original one, it was plain there, but I was already running late. So I decided I'm going to add this acorn. You could do two. That would look really cute. And I'm going to pop them up. So I'm going to get a Stampin' Dimensional and put it down here. And I'm going to put them right there in the center of the, maybe I'll, you know what? Maybe I'll make it so that the tip of it is like, the whole thing ain't in the center, but just the tip. Oh yeah, I like that a lot better. Yep, I love it. Okay, now I need a scrap piece of paper here. This one will do. And then I need the Early Espresso ink. Yeah. And I'm going to press this down, hold it for a minute. There we go. And then if you know me, you guys all know I am going to fussy cut around this. Sorry if you hear my dog barking in the background. He obviously is barking at someone, something. He's my big baby. His bark sounds louder than his bite. Yep. And then I took dimensionals and I popped this up also. You hate to fussy cut? Oh, I love fussy cutting. If it's too intricate, I do have a scan and cut, and I will use that if I need lots of them. But I love to cut around letters. This is my, I love to do around the letters. So, and now if you want these little ribbons to stay where you want them, which I do, you can either put a little glue dot, or take a little bit of your glue, because this one is driving me crazy and it's not listening to me. And I am going to just hold it here. Just hold it here for a few seconds. The glue don't take usually too long to dry. And then, yeah, as I say that, it moves away on me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can use a glue dot. You could put stuff down like so. See, now it's staying where I want it to stay. And you could do the same thing with this one, but if I tuck it behind there, I think it looks pretty good. This one's going crazy. But we got to add our gems. I almost forgot. So we'll bring this in. And I added a big one. So I put one right here. And I added a little one. I'm going to put a little one right there. And I'm going to add another little one over here. Now, isn't that pretty? I really like it. Other than this one doesn't want to stay. I gotta fix them. And I think it looks better with an acorn. Don't you like the acorn better? You're no good at it? Well, I'll tell you, I've been doing this for a lot of years and crafting. I mean, I've crafted all my life, but Stampin' Up! For about 14, 15 years. And I tell you, just keep doing it. Practice makes perfect. If you screw up on something, like say you stamp something, like last night the girls stamped, where is it? I don't even know. I had it here. Oh, right here. The girls stamped this leaf. They didn't like it, but it was a fussy cut thing. If you don't like it, practice fussy cutting out it, and then you'll get better at it. And there's tricks to it. They say to turn your paper when you're fussy cutting. Turn your paper, not your scissors. So you turn your paper when you're cutting. I always have to keep telling myself, turn the paper, you know, and then that gets you your nice little edge. But I know it's some people it's not for them. Yes, and the acorn definitely looks better. I feel like I need to put a dimensional over here because it's kind of sticking up funky. I'm going to cut one down. I'll cut this one in half here. What it's doing. There we go. I feel like it just needed a little bit, but I gotta make sure I get it under there. I'm always fiddling with my cards. Push that under there. There, now it looks better to me. Oh, okay. So you have trembles, yeah, so that would definitely be hard. I know it's hard for my aunt. She has crippling arthritis and her hands are crippling. She does her best and she can get there, but I know it's hard. I know I get pains in my hand too sometimes, and oh, I'm praying that I don't get the gene of the arthritis because it runs in my family. Well, it was nice visiting with you, Judy. This is the end of my video. I'm glad you popped in and saw me. And I will chat with you all soon. Bye-bye.